everyone, so we are here to do Aria's 5-month update. I didn't do a 4-month update because it was quite an emotional time for me, because it's around the time I gave up breastfeeding, and I felt like if I did a 4-month update and sort of addressed it, I would get judged or I would cry, and I just didn't really feel like making it at that time. But I did do a blog post, so I'll link that down below if you do want to see what she got up to in her 4th month. But this is her 5th month, so I will start with the breastfeeding because I know that is something everyone's been asking me. We did decide to stop the breastfeeding, and I just want to say it wasn't just about the sleep, like the lack of sleep. That was just one thing that sort of contributed to my decision to stop. But she is sleeping better now that she's on formula, even though a lot of people said that it wasn't the breastfeeding and blah blah blah. With our girls, we have found that they both slept better on formula, and that is not the only reason why I stopped breastfeeding. Who's there? You were staring at yourself then. So yeah, I don't feel guilty anymore. I know it was the right decision for our family. I do miss it. I miss the bond and the closeness, but I definitely don't miss feeding her every hour, day and night, because I could not get anything done. So that's all I'm really going to say on that. So she's on formula now. She's on the Aptamil. Seems to be going really well. She took the bottle straight away, and the first time we gave her a bottle of formula, she literally pushed the bottle in herself and was holding it and started guzzling it down as if she'd been starved for 5 months. So I had a little cry because I was like, oh my god, have I been starving her for 5 months? And now she is on 7-ounce bottles. She doesn't normally finish all of them. Sometimes she'll drain them, sometimes she leaves an ounce or two, but she has one every 3 to 4 hours, so it's so much better than the breastfeeding. I feel like I'm able to go out and get stuff done. I'm not anxious about feeding her out in public, because as much as I know it's natural and people shouldn't judge you, I did feel really anxious if I had to feed her and we were out. So yeah, I just feel happier on the whole. I think everybody's happier because Warren can help out, he can join in, he does some night feeds, he has felt like he's got a better bond with her, and Sienna loves feeding her. Yeah, it was definitely the right decision for us. We haven't started weaning yet. I did try the other day to give her banana, but it was a bit too squishy and she just kind of mushed it in her hand and then couldn't get any in her mouth. And then she did get a tiny bit in her mouth, but she gagged and it scared me, which is so weird because we did baby-led weaning with Sienna and she was fine and I was never scared at all. But with Aria, I don't know, I just feel a little bit scared. I don't know whether to wait until she's got a few teeth so that at least I know she can sort of chew. I know banana is, you know, it was really soft, so it would have just slipped down anyway, but yeah, I don't think she's quite there yet. However, having said that, she does seem to be really hungry all the time, so I have thought about starting with purees like we did with Sienna and then going to baby-led weaning when I feel like she's ready, because when we're eating, if she sees someone eating, her eyes are glued to the food, she grunts and she tries to grab it. She definitely knows what it is, and sometimes she gets really frustrated and upset, especially if I'm holding her and eating and she's trying to grab it and I'm trying to stop her. She can get really upset. So I don't know whether to just do a few first tastes as sort of purees while she's still quite young, just for a month or so, and then go in with the baby-led weaning. She still can't sit up yet either, which is another thing, because I can't sit her in the high chair very well. She just falls around to the sides and falls forwards. But she's very strong on her legs. She likes to be stood up all the time like this on your lap. And I got her a little walker seat thing and she absolutely loves being in that as well. But she's just not very good at sitting up yet. My camera died, sorry, so we might be in a slightly different position. I had to charge it. So I got to sitting up. So I mentioned in one of my vlogs that she rolled when we were on holiday in Bluestone in June, and she hadn't done it since, but she has rediscovered rolling again, and now I can't really put her down on her playmat because she just rolls straight away, and then she's okay on her tummy for a little bit. She tries to crawl, but then she gets frustrated because she can't move and I have to flip her back over, and then 2 minutes later she's back on her What are you doing? She is constantly doing that with her arms, like banging things, and she loves it when she has like a rattle in her hand. She really goes for it, shaking it, because she loves the noise that it makes. Teething, she seems to be really suffering with teething, bless her. With Sienna we never really noticed. She was a bit dribbly, sometimes a little bit grumpy, but for the most part her teeth just sort of appeared, whereas Aria screams out in pain. She's constantly pulling on her ear, constantly chewing her fingers, dribbling so much. As you can see, she had a bib on this morning but it got wet, so I took it off, and they're constantly in the wash because she's so dribbly. But yeah, she's constantly chewing like this on her finger, and she's chewing at the back. When you put your finger in, she's chewing at the back, and that's the ones that feel like all puffy, her gums. So I don't know if she's getting her back ones through first, so that's really unfair if she is. No wonder she's in a lot of pain. And we feel like we give her Calpol all the time. When Sienna we barely gave her Calpol at all, but I just can't let her suffer and screaming when she's screaming in pain and pulling at her ear. I tried teething granules and I've tried Ambisol. I always try them first rather than going straight for Calpol, but they just don't seem to help. Calpol is the only thing that seems to help a little bit. I know, it's not fair, is it? Look at you chewing. Hey? So yeah, that is not fun, and I think that sometimes that's why she's waking up in the night as well. So yeah, she did have a few stints of sleeping well. She went from sort of 8 till 4 or 9 till 5. Last night was quite a bad night. She was awake every 2.5 to 3 hours, but it gets so hot in our house. She was only in a vest, but I think she was still boiling hot and just like thirsty, because when she woke at 3 o'clock in the morning she only had like 2 or 3 ounces and then went back to sleep, but then she woke up again at 5:30 and she wanted more. So yeah, last night was not very good, thank God for coffee. And she's not going through a leap either on the Wonder Weeks app, so I'm not really sure what's up, but never mind, we can deal with it. It's still it's still a lot better than the breastfeeding. She grabs everything, if you can see, especially hair. That's the one thing that Sienna has started to not like, is if Sienna gets too close to cuddle her or play with her, she's straight in for the kill with the hair. And if I'm doing something and they're kind of playing together, I just hear Sienna scream. She's like, "Aria's pulling my hair!" I'm like, oh dear, here comes the start of the sister love. So she's getting really intrigued with playing. She loves to just lie and watch Sienna play, whether Sienna's playing with her dolls or Lego. She just loves to lie and watch her, and sometimes she'll like grab a toy or something and just play next to her, you know, just like eating it basically, but at least they're both quiet and it's nice to watch. And then the other day I came in and Aria was in her little Seats walker and Sienna was sat next to her on the stool, and they were just holding hands watching the TV, and it just made my heart melt. I just, oh, you two are so cute. I just I can't believe that I have got 2 girls. Like, it's just like an absolute dream come true. Not saying that I wouldn't have liked a boy, because I do sometimes when I see the boys' clothes and that I get a bit sad that we don't have a son, and obviously we lost ROCCO, but yeah, I do love having girls. I don't know what else to say. So I've done sleep, weaning, teething. I haven't had her weighed or anything, but she's still very long and she's definitely gaining weight. Her legs are so long. I can't believe that she can touch the floor in her little seat thing already. And these leggings are 6 to 9 months. and I mean they're not overly long on her, they just about fit her. So yeah, but they're just really big around the waist. She still doesn't have much of a belly, but yeah, I think she's doing all right. She's not like gaining weight too fast or too slow. I think she's doing well. She's getting a little bit more hair. She's got like a few tufts of really long hairs. But yeah, I'm still not sure what colour it's going to be, and I'm still not sure what colour her eyes are. Everyone said that they look kind of brown. When you look at them like this, they're like a dark green, almost maybe like a hazel. I don't know if they'll go blue though. But yeah, she's definitely like got a little bit of darker hair and a little bit darker eyebrows than what Sienna did at this age. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I kind of hope that she is a brunette, because at least then one of my children will look like me, because Sienna's like the complete opposite. But then on the other hand, I'd love it if I had 2 little blonde girls as well, because I always wanted blonde hair when I was younger. Oh, those pesky teeth, hey? So yeah, I think that's all to update you on. I really can't believe that she is 5 months and we're like nearly getting ready to wean, and I'm sure she'll be like crawling soon and sitting up, and it's just crazy. But it's really exciting, her hitting her milestones and seeing the relationship between her and Sienna blossom. That is what I absolutely love. I just can't wait until they can play properly. I think once Aria can sit properly in a high chair, they'll be able to do things together a bit more. I've found like a recipe for like edible paint, so they can like paint together. She can paint in her high chair, because I do feel like at this stage there's not much I can do with her, because she can't sit up or anything. I do like the normal things, like we read books, I give her loads of different textures to feel, I give her like rattles and stuff that she bangs around. But in terms of actual activities that her and Sienna can do together, I've been kind of struggling. You just have to look. Yes. So yeah, I think that's all to update you on. I will do a little bit of postpartum, because a few things have changed. Obviously I stopped breastfeeding and I think my cycle returned. I don't want to go into too much detail because it's a little bit gross, but basically 2 weeks after I had stopped breastfeeding completely, I kind of went to the toilet and there was blood, but only that one time. Then it kind of went away, so it kind of confused me. I don't know whether things are just getting into motion and maybe I'll have a proper one next month, or whether it's just still going to be really irregular. I'm not sure, but I guess it's a sign that things are sort of getting back to normal. Also my hair loss, I don't know if you can tell, I'm really losing hair. I think a little bit more so than I did with Sienna. It's just coming out in clumps and it's constantly wrapped around Aria, where she's just always covered. When I wash my hair, it just comes out, it's clogging up the shower, and I don't really know what to do about it. I know it's just hormones and stuff, but yeah, it's really bugging me, because obviously I've got the wedding coming up. I'm trying to get my hair in better condition, but it just keeps falling out, and Aria pulling it out doesn't really help the situation either. Ow. Also, I mentioned in one of my vlogs as well, I've been drinking the Spartone iron supplement, and it seems to have helped so much with my energy. And also, I don't want to jinx it, but touch wood, I haven't had a headache for absolutely ages, and it's been so nice. So the only thing I have changed is I've stopped taking my B vitamins that I used to take, and I've started taking the iron. So I'm thinking maybe I was low in iron. But yeah, I'm definitely going to keep going with the Spartone, because I just feel so much better. I feel like I can focus properly, and I haven't been getting the headaches either. So yeah, I definitely feel like 100 times better. Also just loving feeling back to myself. You know, I'm nearly back in my pre-pregnancy clothes. I feel like I've done quite well in the last few months, especially now that Aria's sleeping a bit more. I have more energy to do bigger workouts and put more into them. Oh, now you're pulling your ear. Hello. Hello. So yeah, I'm just like really happy at the moment and just loving life. I love being at home with my 2 girls, and I can't wait for the summer holidays. Obviously this is Sienna's like first summer holidays, having a little sister, and Aria's getting to that stage where she can join in when we go to the park. She goes in the swing, I put her down the slide, like holding her, I don't let her go, but she just seems to love exploring everything that Sienna does. So yeah, I'm just really trying to cherish this time. Oh, hello, kisses. Cheeky. Yes, so I think that is all to say. And I will be doing a video on how I stopped breastfeeding, because a lot of people have been asking me, which kind of sounds a bit weird, because you would think, well, you just stop, but I know when I was wanting to stop, I didn't know how, I didn't know, like, I had so many questions, so I'm gonna do a video on that. Now I feel a bit more emotionally stable about talking about it. So yeah, we're gonna go now. I hope you enjoyed this little update, and we will see you in our next video. You're gonna say bye? Oh, she's really chewing my finger. Ow! She hasn't got any teeth, but her gums are so hard. Can you wave? Oh, hold on. Can you wave? Say bye! Bye! You do it? You do it? Say bye! No, Mum, not interested. I'll do. Bye, guys. So I will just do a quick belly shot, because I like looking back on it. Sounds weird, but I like seeing progress. So I will just do a quick belly shot. I'm not sure if there's much different from last month. I've still got all this like saggy skin, but I suppose that's just from having babies. I suppose I do think I've looked a little bit slimmer. My hip bones are coming back, and I've been working on my abs to try and get them a bit flatter for the wedding, so I'm really working on this little pouch here. But I always have this like really big dip here. I had it before I was even pregnant with Sienna, so yeah, it always kind of like goes out. But yeah, I'm pretty happy, to be honest. It is getting there. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!